We're back with another episode of Bronx Roots in Real Estate. Today we are here in Storyland, a place where literacy and community come together. We have over 70 young children coming here today to read stories, to learn from social media influencers, to learn from actors, community leaders. This is exactly what the Bronx is all about. I'm Steven Padernacht, and this is the American Dream. So I'm here with Janet Jimenez, one of the board members here at Storyland. Janet, can you tell us just a little bit about how the idea for Storyland came to be?
Well, we got a group of 4 women and we said, let's talk about the things that we can do for the community. And I said, I have a great idea since I was a little kid. I would like to have a place where kids can read. Maybe a library, maybe a lounge, but some place where our community kids can read and we can expand the ideas. So Zulma said, oh, I can do it. I'm a book author. I said, perfect. Maria said, I have connections with education. And I said, I have the space. Let's get together. And that started like that.
So I'm here with Sulma, the executive director of Storyland. Sulma, tell me just a little bit about the impact that you think Storyland is having on the community.
Storyland, the Bronx Book Haven, is something that I've always wanted to see. When I was younger, I didn't know how bad I wanted, right? So understanding the resources that are out there for other communities, understanding the power of literacy, because that is what helped my immigrant family who are from Honduras achieve the American dream, was one dope book at a time. We really understand the importance of education. But living in the Bronx, we know that, we in this community, our reading levels for our kids are not where they need to be. We also know that this is one of the most obese boroughs. We also know that everyone is always, throwing basura and cosas negativas hacia el Bronx. Yeah. So we make sure that, our kids, when they come in here, they're coming into the very first children's book lounge. And all of you adults know about a lounge, but this is a children's book lounge. And we have different living room areas where they could be surrounded by books. The goal is to just plant the seeds of books all around them to make them comfortable around books. Once they make them comfortable around books, we have somebody read a book to them. Once we make somebody read a book to them and they need an author or an exemplary person from a community reading to them, they can breathe and this becomes a safe space.
So they get to eat healthy food, they get to do mindful movements, they get to learn about literacy, and be surrounded by role models.
So we figured on Biggie's birthday, why not bring you Sean Ringgold, who played Suge Knight on the Biggie movie. Give them a round of applause. They're here for you. They are here for you. So gentlemen, thank you all. Thank you all.
So I'm here with Sean Ringgold, actor, producer, known throughout the country. Tell me, what brings you here to the Bronx today?
My friend Gary Donatelli, who used to be my director from when I was on a soap opera, One Life to Live, told me about Storyland. One of my other colleagues came here to read her book, Tika Stumper, and I said, I have to come here. I love to motivate and encourage kids and try to talk about my story and what got me to where I'm at, the trials, the tribulations, and like I tried to tell them, you fail your way to success, and success is built on inconvenience, and letting them understand that we all go through challenges in life, but staying around the right people and staying prayed up can be the difference between winning and losing.
Yep. And why do you think it's important for children to see male role models in today's society?
Because of what's actually, how the press you don't see a lot of men that are of a positive influence, sometimes of color, succeeding. It's usually a basketball player or an entertainer. Even though I'm an actor and a producer, I thought I wanted to be a firefighter, but it's important to see that person in your face telling you their life story and what they went through to get to where they're at, instead of just reading it or seeing that person's a firefighter or this person's an actor. Them hearing your words, hearing your story. Like, people see the glory but don't know the story. They don't know the journey of what it took to actually become successful. And I always believe in that. You fail your way to success. And I was telling him, I said, birds of a feather flock together, eagles fly alone. You cannot become an eagle if you're hanging around with pigeons. So I'm always trying to drill those things that have motivated and encouraged me to be where I'm at and let them know the facts of life. And I have to keep it real with them. And hopefully, you know, you can't change the world, but you can always make a difference.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much for your time. And we here in the Bronx truly appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me. I grew up in Rockaway Beach, Queens. Not from the Bronx, but from Rockaway Beach, Queens. Went through some challenging times, had a decent childhood for the most part. I did deal with some stuff as far as, you know, being bullied, criticized, ridiculed. But just understand that those things are just a part of life. You can get criticized, you get ridiculed, but you can look inside yourself and look at other people and know that there's more for you. And I've learned to forgive those that were mean to me, because it will not stop you from being successful if you choose to make that choice. And we're just trying to help motivate and encourage others to be the best versions of themselves. Thank you for having me.
What we witnessed today is more than just about books. It's about community. It's about the Bronx. It's about connecting children with leaders who look like them, speak their language, and remind them that their dreams are valid. My name is Steven Padernacht, and this has been another episode of Bronx Roots Real Estate, live from the Bronx.